We're going to talk ChatGPT and cancer and health all in one here. So I do have a paid version of ChatGPT. I've shared that numerous times with you guys. And with that, I get projects, okay? And if you see, I've got an open folder here. The project name is Cancer Results Info over here on the left-hand side. If I click that folder, it closes up that folder. But within that folder, I have and here it is blown up. I have numerous different conversations. This is my prostate biopsy trend results. And if I go into this project, my computer's being a little bit slow, and I scroll up to the top, you will see, and go all the way up to the top, you will see that I have uploaded into this documents and then asked it to analyze those results and tell me what it sees from the progression of the different things that I've done in there. And it goes into deep research, and it spends some time. The last time I was in here, I gave it the most recent pathology, and it was an easier to read PDF for it to read better, and it gave me some better results. So I'm using it for a number of things. I'll tell you one other thing that I'm using it for, and I'm jumping around a little bit for, but this is my cancer, and this is my cancer results info, and I have a category in here called Eat It with a question mark. And my computer's being very slow at the moment, but it's about to switch over to this, I think. There we go. Oops. Yep. So I will, before I eat anything, let me tell you, I'll share with you a couple of things that maybe will shed some light on this. In doing my research on how to battle the cancer, I already told you that I have to make a decision by the end of the year, whether I'm going to do radiation, whether I'm going to do the TULSA procedure. TULSA, TULSA, stands for it's an acronym that stands for something, and I don't remember exactly what it is, but it's a procedure having to do with prostate surgery. There's another procedure that I'm also considering. But before I did that, I did some research, and it taught me about some things that can be used that aren't necessarily recommended by doctors, that aren't approved by the FDA, that I had to make the Federal Food and Drug Administration, that I had to make a decision on whether or not I was going to use it. And I ran it through ChatGPT, and I've decided to start doing that. One of them is called ivermectin, and one of them is called fenbendazole. And just so you know, that is a horse dewormer, and that is a dog dewormer that other critical cancer patients have taken and had their cancer taken care of without any other needs for medical. Now, the thing that they did complement it with was diet. So what I learned was, and I didn't know this, I'll tell you how ignorant I was, guys. For muscle growth, when you work out, you immediately want to give your body a sugar boost so that your insulin spikes, and that really enhances muscle growth. That was other research that I'd done through my personal trainer. But what I didn't know is that sugar feeds cancer cells. So I had been feeding, and for those of you that don't know, I got a sweet tooth like there is no other. I love sweets. I love cookies, candy, cake, ice cream, you name it. I'm an addict, and it isn't just the drugs and alcohol that I choose to refrain from. It's sweets. I love sweets. Well, little did I realize that I was feeding my cancer with those sweets. So I completely went to ChatGPT, and this is what you're looking at now. Is this category under this project is called Eat It. Anything that is not on my list, already approved by my ChatGPT prostate cancer fighting expert, I scan, I upload a photo, and it tells me whether or not I should be eating that, and whether or not it should not be on my list. Some things, and you can see what's on my screen right now. There's the label that I loaded up there. It was Hornblaze Tromblase, which was, it says, thanks for sending the full ingredient list for, I forget what this is. Let's break this down in the concept of cancer fighter protocol. Protein force formula. It has whey protein. Oh, I know what this is. Yep. The no sugar, low carb, high protein. So it goes through and it tells me this is the watch list of ingredients it didn't love, but it wasn't ideal, not terrible, And then natural flavor was one of the ingredients. It didn't like that. It said that's a vague ingredient that could mean anything. You're trusting the company here. So it tells me it's okay, but just occasionally. So I don't eat anything that I don't run through here because of the sugar, because of certain carbs, because I didn't know and I was just ignorant. Sometimes I'll be walking through the grocery store and I won't scan the label. I'll just put in a category and it'll tell me yes or no. It is teaching me, and I have changed my pre-workout. I have changed my protein powder. I have changed everything. My meals. I had a local company in Las Vegas that was making my food, making my meals, just for convenience. But it was pre-made meals that were from their off the shelf. Just a very popular company that has a lot of them. So it's fresh. They weren't frozen. But come to find out, I scanned those labels. They had sugar in them. They had added sugar in them. They had way too much sugar in them. So we got off of those, and I now have other meals shipped in, and so that I know have no sugar in them.